Brosplay! Oh. Oh, my asshole.
Maybe you want to take this spot, because there's nothing going on here.
No?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe I just have a cushier tuchus.
Okay. Yeah, I've always had a soft tailbone.
I hurt my tailbone when I was a kid. Just fell flat on it. Fucking idiot.
I actually hurt my tailbone in one of the most embarrassing ways. I played too much World of Warcraft in one weekend on a kitchen chair. And obviously you're not supposed to sit on a fucking kitchen chair for a long period of time. So I remember wondering, like, did I fall on it? Did I get in a fight that I don't remember? No. I also actually ruined my ankles one time sitting on a chair. Because I had my ankles sort of flipped up underneath my chair.
Oh, yeah.
You know, rather than sitting in a correct anatomical position. I was young. I was dumb. But I actually couldn't really even run. Like, we had gym class. Like, it was, brutal. Yeah, it was a big deal.
You know, they designed kitchen chairs to be difficult to sit on.
So that people don't keep their kids trapped at the table?
Yeah, so people don't spend too much time at the dinner table, man. You gotta get
that
back.
That doesn't make any sense, though.
You gotta get back to the TV where we can feed you lies.
Oh, okay, I see. The kitchen table is where people learn stuff.
The kitchen table is where you feed people the energy required to survive. But the TV, that's where you feed them the information. That's how you control what they put in their mouths at the kitchen table. It's a fucking inner workings, man. They're fucking taking us over with their chairs.
No, fucking social commentary.
I'm just joking. It's strict limitation of selling cheap ass chairs.
Well, it's also like made out of wood usually.
It's also supposed to be meant to be multi-purpose, and you can't really make nice cushy dinner table chairs because they can get covered in stuff.
Yeah, you want them to be really easy to clean, especially if you have like shitty little kids.
Yeah.
Or if you just have regular kids, I guess.
Yeah, I guess regular kids are messy too. Even I'm kind of messy. I love having my own place, man. Like, sometimes I'll just eat a cookie with no plate. Just goes everywhere.
Well, who cares if you're gonna vacuum?
Yeah, I have this thing called a vacuum. Boris Mikhailov. Boris Mikhailov.
Boris! Get off the boat! Boris Mikhailov, I'm calling you out!
That reminds me of the, that's a fun voice crack. That reminds me, why is the 47% in red?
Well, the lower the percent, the more red it is, because...
Yeah, but like a 47% seems pretty positive.
Well, that's a 50-50 shot. You're kind of... I guess, well, you don't die. Like, you get to just retry. So, yeah, 50-50 shot's not so bad. But I've also defeated some enemies who had a 20% chance in this playthrough. Yeah,
I noticed that. I noticed a very condescending scene where he says, you might want to go and figure this shit out in a less challenging environment.
Really?
Yeah.
At least it's not one of those games that asks if you want to go down to a lower difficulty mode. I want to punch those games square in the face.
Oh, you know one of the best games in the world that does that?
God of War?
God of War.
God of fucking War.
And they keep asking me if I want to move down to easy mode, and then it says in brackets, keep in mind, this only affects combat. Did I just fucking die at combat? No. I died at a fucking platforming scene. Can you get the fuck out of my face there, bro?
Kingdoms of Amalur did that too.
And what's interesting about the God of War thing is that the whole tone of the game is that you are stacked up against unfavorable odds. That's the whole point. Like, they designed Pandora's Fortress, I think that's what it's called, to be difficult to get to, because inside is one of the most powerful weapons known to man. You're not supposed to be easy to get to. You designed it to be difficult, and
they
yet...
literally put it on the back of a Titan wandering through a desert, just so that it would be hard.
On the back of a Titan. Kind of a bitch-ass Titan. I mean, he was a cool guy at one point, but Zeus turned him into a real bitch.
Well, he was Zeus's father.
Yes, he was. Yes, well,
nice.
Well done.
That was a good shot.
Well done.
I normally don't commend NPCs, but that was a good fucking shot.
Whew. Garbage.
I don't know if he was laughing at me because he knew I was gonna do that.
I'm pretty sure you would have just tore your ACL there.
I feel like the explosion might have done just as much.
That's a thing that's
Notice the smoke going through the road.
Yeah. That's something that's rarely ever depicted is the full impact of an explosion. fire is typically the defining feature of an explosion in media, but the shockwave is rarely talked about. It's actually more dangerous, actually. Like, because a shockwave
you can actually use bombs to put out fires because the shockwave is so
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, a shockwave can just kill you. Just boom! Though that fiery explosion part is just going to set you on fire.
Yeah, getting set on fire is never great.
No?
But yeah, the shockwave alone can do so many more things. It can give you internal bleeding. It can cause, like, it can just burst your eardrums.
Yeah, it moves your organs around places they're not supposed to be.
Can concuss you. Did you know people often get concussions from chest injuries? From impact to the chest?
That sounds kind of familiar.
Well, Joe Rogan was talking about jet skis.
Oh.
Like, you know how you go over, like, rough waters on a
wave.
jet ski? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
really crazy. You can get a concussion from very simple things.
Yeah.
Like, hitting your head is obviously the big one, but it's not the only one.
I think I've told my concussion story, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Twice, maybe?
Your skiing story?
Once on a Lost episode.
No, that doesn't really count.
Yeah,
You
but
can
it's
tell
out
it
there.
again.
Yeah, I got a concussion when I was a kid. I can't remember if it was this playthrough, but it was the craziest thing is that I skied a full round and don't remember any of it and didn't respond verbally to any of it. My brain just remembered the last thing that I did and did it again, and it was very strange. Did you kill him without even knowing he was there?
Oh, no, I knew he was there.
Oh, okay.
I killed him while I was, like, down and incapacitated, but I definitely knew he was present.
That is a bad decision, that dossier thing popping up. I
Yeah, it's
understand
very abrupt.
Its importance is okay. It's just that it doesn't need to pop up in the middle of combat. You know that people are in the middle of combat. The whole point of this game is to play it your way. So to assume that you've killed every single person and then the boss, and even then it's kind of
No, the
abrasive.
enemies spawn infinitely. I don't even think it's possible to do that. Wow!
I like how you changed to double explosives.
Yeah, the explosives are just so much more effective than everything else. Where do you think the final boss is? I know where he is.
Are we about to beat the game?
Nope, just this set of enemies.
Oh.
And then we'll have to go...
This final boss, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the last red boss.
I thought you just casually told me that the game was over. You're dead.
I was actually kind of waiting for that.
Dead meat.
When you get to a certain level of health and ammo, it kind of just makes sense to die, in all honesty.
And I'm at that level of dead meat.
I am dead meat.
Ugh. I've been doing a lot of yoga recently, as I
Groan and crack.
as I grow out of the extremely quick responding body that I used to have. I'm slowly getting these like tiny things where I'm like, oh, this is what getting old is gonna be like. I know I'm not getting old. I'm 24. I'm in the low end of ages, especially for this era. But
But oxygen and gravity are already trying to kill your ass.
Yes. What if the oxygen is poison? Ooh.
And what if the explosions are explosive?
Yes. These are the real questions. These are the real. Hey, Cosmo, if you're listening, these are the real journalistic
The
questions.
hard-hitting journalism.
What if explosions are explosive? I want that on my desk.
No, stop the dossier.
Monday morning, in triplicate.
I wish there was a way to interrupt the dossier, because you know how it says, like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? They should just put, press triangle to interrupt, because triangle doesn't do anything.
That's the interesting part about it. They knew it was going to be abrasive. They wanted to get you ready for it.
Yo, look, debris is still raining down. That's how big that explosion was. That is unbelievable.
That's awesome. What were we just talking about?
Cosmo, hard-hitting
Oh,
journalism.
fuck yeah.
That's actually going back like many episodes. Oh, you were talking about getting old.
Yes. Oh, yeah, getting old. They were just like little things that used to. If my back was sore at night when I was 18, it would be fine by the morning, but not anymore. Now I have to stretch it out and stop sitting like a dumbass. And they're just like tiny things that I go like, oh, okay, this is what I have to look forward to.
That's the big number one. Is like you have to stop sitting like a dumbass. You have to start doing this. You have to just be very careful with yourself.
Yeah.
Whereas
I'm not
before,
complaining
you
by
just kind of snap
like,
back.
Yeah, I'm not intending on complaining at all. Actually,
Well, it sounds like you're complaining.
I gotta check my privilege, bro.
Jesus.
You know what we should change that to? Check your privilege at the door. Meaning, it doesn't fucking matter who you are. When you come in here, you're just a person, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Check that privilege at the door. It's so ridiculous. Like double standards really bother me. If you're gonna hold me accountable for my ancestors, then I'm gonna hold you accountable for your ancestors. And I promise you, everyone has fucked up ancestors. Because there was a time where you couldn't survive without being fucked up.
Yep, absolutely. There was a time. There was a time.
Respect her. By far the best True Blood line.
Respect her. It's just such a brute force way.
It is.
Like, not respect my girlfriend. Like, just respect her now.
As though that's how respect works.
Yeah.
I love how he's one of the only characters that felt like he was from a different time. I felt like they put the most amount of work into Bill.
Yeah, even though he was one of the youngest.
Yeah. Like, Eric didn't feel like a 1,000-year-old vampire at all.
I think in some ways he did, because he was one of the few people who was never, ever, ever shocked.
That's true. Yeah, nothing ever, like, everything was just blank face, like, oh, okay, well.
Because Bill was still, like, fairly hot-headed, in a way.
Yeah.
Whereas Eric was just like Godric. He was just so used to everything that happens.
Yeah.
You know, when you see cycles of time in person, I'm sure nothing phases you.
What was the name of the 3,000-year-old vampire?
Russell Edgington.
Russell Edgington. Oh my goodness.
And I'm sure that's not his original name, because 3,000 years ago they didn't even have
Last
English.
Names. Did you, do you think he invented edging?
You know what? That sounded really ridiculous when you said it, but if something's 3,000 years old, it means someone named stuff. The Celsius scale is named after a person.
Yeah.
So who fucking knows?
You know what's a really good point of that? Is, someone has a really great point. Do you know the...
You're fucking kidding me.
You know what the really great unit of measurement is?
What's that?
A Jaws.
What?
Yeah, Kevin Smith came up with it. It's 25 feet.
It's the length of Jaws.
It's the length of Jaws, yeah.
Fucking love that guy. He's such a weird, like, just charismatic person.
He explains that if some asshole can decide that this is we're measuring things based on the length of my foot, then we can measure things based on the length of a Jaws.
Yeah, but that asshole is not deciding that we're measuring off the length of his foot. He's deciding we're measuring off a human foot.
No, that was his foot. The guy who came up with the foot, it was his foot.
That was 12 inches.
Was the king's foot, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Or maybe he was pretending, who knows.
Well, certain things were used historically, like a cubit, I think it was, is the distance on your hand between your first joint and your second joint in any finger. Well, I guess in your index finger primarily. And that was what they used to measure things in Egypt. Because they didn't have any... Well, that's actually what they assume. I guess they could have had rulers. Who knows?
What about a desk?
Like a desk of Cheez-Its?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I imagine a desk... No, that's like that's the one thing you can never fucking define. A desk.
Because a desk is anything. Like, I have a desk, but it has no fucking shelves.
That is not a desk.
It's a table.
It's a table.
It's a table that was painted and then didn't get a shellac, so it comes off on stuff.
The wolf.
The wolf Goliath?
Yeah.
I heard that the gray was good. Was it good?
The gray? You haven't seen the gray?
No.
Holy shit! Yeah, the gray was amazing.
I hear it has like a broken bottle knife fight between Neeson and some wolves, and I think that sounds pretty interesting.
I will not give anything away, but not really.
Oh.
It is a badass movie, and I suggest you watch it. I even heard a review by the Blind Movie Reviewer.
What is that?
That was on Dean Blundell.
Whoa! Why was that blue?
I don't know. I guess it was just such a violent explosion.
Oh, right. When Derek, the producer, did Blind Movie
Yeah,
reviews?
Exactly. He used to be the Blind Movie Reviewer.
Fuck, was that ever a funny idea?
Well, and he was talking about, like, one time he went and saw the wrong movie.
Oh,
'Cause he was supposed to go watch Goon, but he ended up watching the movie Gone instead. But when he watched The Gray, he said, "I'm sure it was awesome, but when you imagine a movie like this, it's probably a lot of scenery. So for me, it was really just like a bunch of wolves growling and Liam Neeson talking about how he needed to get the fuck out of there. So I didn't really understand what was going on.
Oh.
But no, that's a really sort of gripping reality movie. I would definitely advise that one. Fucking Liam Neeson being his badass self.
I can't really get into dark movies anymore.
Dark in color or dark in tone?
I guess both. But tone, yeah, like it sticks with me now.
Oh, really?
Everything sticks with me now. So I watch funny stuff. Like I watch light, enjoyable stuff.
So you didn't watch Mojave then?
I fell asleep for Mojave. I'm sorry.
You fuck.
I know. I woke up to see the ends, so I know how it ends.
Okay.
And I mean, like, I woke up, like, let's see, what would be a movie that we can ruin because everyone knows the ending? Star Wars. Let's say the second one where you find out Luke, or when Vader's his father. It's like if you fell asleep at the beginning there, and then you woke up, and then he says, "No, I am your father." And you're like, well.
Guess there's no reason to watch that.
That was fun. I don't know why that's significant because I wasn't watching the lead up, but okay. It seemed like it had a significant ending, even though I didn't really get it.
I thought that one was phenomenal because, like, Isaac Oscar. Isaac Oscar. Yes, one of those. I'm pretty sure for anyone trying to look him up, I believe it's Isaac Oscar.
No.
No?
No, it's Oscar Isaac.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit. It's so hard to remember.
Yeah. Well, you never trust a man with two first names, so it's really
exactly. So fuck that guy. He plays a psychopath. Walked into the wrong desert, brother. It's a fucking great. You have to watch that movie again. God damn it.
we did talk about it on Mercenaries. Who are. I was like, his name is Mojave, and you said, really? And I said, no, you told me that.
Yeah, that was a really funny episode. Oh man, we gotta stop. We gotta stop now.
Switching games?
We did it, dude. Oh, no, I mean, I gotta stop terrorizing these people because now I'm the criminal.
Oh, is there no criminal?
I just defeated the Volk.
Excellent.
Yeah, this thing is still here. Shouldn't I take down their monument of destruction?
Yeah.
This is a monument to slavery and gangs. I will take it down at the cost of civilian life, if I must.
Oh, well done.
It will not be broken.
Thank you for joining us. Fucking benches.
Fucking benches.
Commentary on bench clothing and how expensive it is.
Bench clothing? Is that a company?
Yeah.